gotta stay jacked. Don't be talking too much. These copy too much. These cardio crazy. Chasing clout must be tough. Yeah, I wrote me a dozen. I raise my hand and raise your family. I'm playing. These don't be no gangsters, they be paying it. Yeah. Ain't dead, they just moved to the county. Them out that S-class, I guess you don't see the problem. I know every who and every hoodle I'm around them. What you call a piece of mind, I call a picture for a hold up. Yeah, I'm in my luggage, hold up. Boy, I'm on the runway like I'm Ducky, hold up. So niggas really be living my lyrics. So tell me who did it this big and who ain't about to slow up. My boy, 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 my boy. Who gon' bring my crown? And who gon' try to f with me? Off the ground, can't get enough of me. I don't play around, don't got that type of luxury. Going down, it ain't no catching up with me. Yeah, stepped in the building.
First opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavern. Caleb Smith will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Cincinnati, the center fielder, number 6, Billy Hamilton.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
First pitch, 7-10.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Still shirt sleeve weather tonight. 78 degrees here at game time. One and 2 the count to Billy Hamilton. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Count remains 2-2. Now another 2-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. Coming into this game, he's among the leaders in the NL in stolen bases, so that tells you enough about this guy's speed. But what it also tells you is he does a pretty good job of getting on base. Keep an eye on him if he gets aboard.
In is Joey Votto now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
And that misses. 2-1. Just starting things out here in South Florida. 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Votto puts a good swing on it, and this one's carrying well to right. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Stepping into the box, Eugenio Suarez having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Suarez is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He went deep last night twice. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Now the pitch. To 2-2 now. Hit on the ground out to short. Rojas takes it in. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Reds, and it comes on this Joey Votto homer. Bottom of the first coming up from Miami, and the Reds are staked to an early 1-0 lead. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Into the box now, JT Riddle. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
JT
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. JT Riddle is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I really like the way Neil Walker is playing right now. He's got an 11-game hit streak going. That means he's hitting lefties, righties, starters, relievers. He's doing it all right now, and he's really comfortable in the box. You can see his confidence is just beaming.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Senzel brings it in. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jorge Alfaro, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Winker is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. The Reds are on top, 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Nick Senzel, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning. Well, fastball count there. Yielded fastball mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box, Jesse Winker, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. The 0-1 delivery, and no swing apparently. Ball one.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1.
After two breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball four.
Batting seven, the shortstop.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have two options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
Hit the other way out toward right field. O'Brien is there. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
Settling in now, Tucker Barnhart. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 1-0. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
Change up taken, but it clips the inside corner for a strike. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Three-two pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Walker has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Stepping in now, Trevor Bauer, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Here comes Granderson. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Reds will be forced to settle for just the one. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Reds out in front, 2-0.
Leading off for the Marlins, the first baseman, Neil Walker.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball swung on and missed. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game pitch streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Roll. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not, and trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Granderson, often referred to as the Grandy Man. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and he hammers it to deep right field, and that is off the wall in right field. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a good swing on it, but I don't think he got her just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here. But hard to complain about a well-hit double, though.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Gabby Guerrero is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1 from the stretch. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Barnhart has a play, 2 down.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Suarez comes up with it. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They're down 2-0. Now at the plate, Billy Hamilton, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Heading out towards shallow right. O'Brien is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The first baseman, number 19.
Digging in to try it again, Joey Votto. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And next to the plate will be J.T. Riddle. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
That's down. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Hamilton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Now at the plate, Miguel Rojas. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Behind 0-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. Cespedes is there, and he'll bring this one in. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category.
No, that's low.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. In his career, Anderson has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. This is line to left. Cespedes is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Miami down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've Seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's your one, Cespedes. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Number 52.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's down to 3rd. Anderson right there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel. Here's the first pitch to him. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Ball 1, well below the zone. The 1-1. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
In now, Jesse Winker, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250 with 19 homers, 57 runs batted in. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
The 1-1. Softly hit down to 3rd. Likely no shot at 2. The second for 1. And the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for just the 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Iglesias leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. And it's fouled away. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Into the box, Trevor Bauer. And it's grounded just foul down the line. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Here's another 0-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Reds 3 and the Marlins nothing. Digging in, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Line hard toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked. Was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And standing in now the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up Peter O'Brien. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Has a look, now the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Arlene Garcia, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Arlen Garcia.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Billy Hamilton. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Billy Hamilton.
Down the first baseline. Gloved by Walker. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So striding forward now, Joey Votto. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Garcia playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Up with it, Alfaro. And he makes the throw to first. Votto is retired, 2 down now.
The third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Reds are down in order, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping in, Gabby Guerrero. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called and a questionable first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Easy there, big fella. 2-2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, JT Riddle, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Stepping up to the plate, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. They trail in this one 3-0. Santiago Castillo takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. First offering on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Cespedes hits a little over the 270 mark. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Guerrero patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting.
Ready for another
15.
shot now. Nick Senzel already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. This is popped up. Walker has a play, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, the right fielder.
At the plate, Jesse Winker. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Stepping in now, Jose Iglesias. 0-1 the count. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Right to him. On to second for the force out, and his side is retired. Reds leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. So digging in now, Brian Anderson hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
2-2.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder.
Up next from Miami, Curtis Granderson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Anderson on second. Walker at first. 1 gone. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
1-0 the count. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. In quickly with it is Cespedes, and that'll force the runner to hold on at third base.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Gabby Guerrero is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2 fouled off. A swing and a foul tip, but held onto behind the plate, and they're going to get out of danger here as the strikeout will end the inning. Marlins leave all three, still down 3-0. Welcome back to South Florida. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Austin Bryce is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 37, Austin.
In now for the Reds, Tucker Barnhart. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. From the stretch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Two-0 count. The pitch fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And another foul ball. And he struck him out. Standing in, Trevor Bauer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Riddle gathers it in. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Billy Hamilton. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Anderson ready now for the Marlins. Austin Dean. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Austin Dean is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. No runs, 7 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail it here 3-0. Tayron Guerrero has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 56, Tayron Guerrero.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Votto. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Votto.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Dean giving chase. Reaches out. Oh, no, he dropped it.
Wow, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
The left fielder, number 15.
Now in the box, Yoenis Cespedes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. To second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Stepping up now, Brian Anderson. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Starting to run.
And that'll just hit past his outstretched arm, a base hit. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. A high fastball is in there. Anderson stands at second with no outs. Hard hit at third. And that's out number 1. Here's Neil Walker, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. No balls and a strike to count. This year against right-handed pitching, Walker carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Lays off. 2-2 now. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here's a fly ball. Way out to right center, and no one will track this one down. It's going to fall in there for extra bases. And he is in there with their first run, and it's cut to 3-1 now.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Curtis Granderson is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2. Suarez is over to take a look. The next 0-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done for me lately world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
In now, Peter O'Brien. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, Dero, this is every...
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Now here is Sierra. The pinch hit here in a big spot.
Hitting for the Marlins. Number 34.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back.
Sierra.
Red Skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Sierra was just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a left-handed batter and thrower. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Working for the punch out and the offering. Stays alive, still 0-2. Stevenson has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff. Really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm guys that have really 2 good pitches that they can strike you out with, and that's what this guy is here. If he doesn't have one, he has the other, and if he has them both, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Ready with another 2-2. Hit in the air out to left field. After it is Cespedes. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. O'Brien is digging for home, and a relay home. He's in there at the plate, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Behind 0-2 now. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he fouls this one off. 4 runs here in this half inning. Fouled away. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good, hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Comes set, the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push. Sergio Romo comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Ready now, Nick Senzel. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
The second baseman, number 15.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the ninth.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Jesse Winker. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-1. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this will land untouched. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Standing in now, Jose Iglesias. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Runner at first with 1 out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Got him swinging, chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Into the box, Derek Dietrich will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
22, Derek Dietrich.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 10 home runs and 33 driven in. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit. And if you're wondering just who remains on the Cincinnati bench, should they think about making a move, there you get a look at him right there. Scott Schebler will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for the Reds, number 43, Scott Schebler.
Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The Reds down to their last strike. And it's fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. 2-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
The 2-2. Popped him up. Anderson shading to his right, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind it, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Miami Marlins posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Teheran Guerrero.